Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Simple English Chat. I'm Mia.
And I'm Leo. It's great to be here with you all today.
Yes, it is. Today, Leo and I are going to talk about our day. We want to share what we did, what we saw, and how we felt. We will use easy words, so if you are learning English, you can understand us well.
That's right. Our goal is to make learning English fun and simple. So let's start. Mia, how was your day today? What did you do? Tell us everything.
Oh, Leo, my day was quite full. It started very early, as usual. The sun was not even fully up when my alarm clock rang. It was 6 a.m. I do not like waking up so early, but I had many things to do. First, I got out of my bed. My bed is very soft and warm, so it is hard to leave it. But I did. Then I went to the kitchen. I made myself a cup of hot tea. I like green tea, it helps me feel awake. While my tea was getting ready, I opened the window. It was a little cold outside, but the air was fresh. I took a deep breath. It felt good. After my tea, I ate breakfast. I had some toast with jam and an apple. It was a quick breakfast because I had to leave soon. I needed to go to the park.
Wow, 6 a.m. is very early. I am not an early bird like you, Mia. I usually wake up a bit later. So you went to the park? Why did you go to the park so early? Did you go for a walk or to meet someone? Tell me more about your park visit. What did you see there? Was it quiet? I always imagine parks are very peaceful in the morning before many people arrive.
Yes, Leo, I went to the park for a walk. I like to walk in the morning. It helps me think and feel ready for the day. When I arrived, the park was very quiet, just as you thought. There were only a few other people. I saw an old man walking his small dog. The dog was very happy, wagging its tail. I also saw a woman doing exercises near a big tree. She was stretching her arms and legs. The air was cool and fresh. The grass was still wet with dew. Dew is like small drops of water on the grass in the morning. The trees looked very green. I heard birds singing. Their songs were beautiful. I walked for about 30 minutes. I walked around a big pond. In the pond, I saw some ducks. They were swimming slowly. It was a very peaceful start to my day. After my walk, I went back home. I felt refreshed and ready for my work.
That sounds truly wonderful, Mia. A peaceful start is the best kind of start. I can almost hear the birds and see the dew on the grass. You make it sound so calm. So after your walk, you went home. What did you do then? Did you start your work right away? Or did you do something else before sitting down to work? Many people like to relax a bit after exercise, but you seem like a person who is very organized and gets things done. What kind of work did you do today? Was it interesting or just regular office work? Give us the details.
Yes, after my walk, I went straight home. I did not relax too much because I had a lot to do. First, I took a quick shower. It helped me feel even more awake and clean. Then, I put on my clothes for work. I usually wear comfortable clothes when I work from home. Today, I wore a soft sweater and some jeans. After that, I went to my home office. My office is a small room with a desk, a chair, and my computer. I turned on my computer. It takes a few minutes to start up. While it was starting, I checked my planner. My planner is a book where I write all my tasks for the day. I like to be organized. My main work today was writing. I am a writer, as you know, Leo. I write articles for a website. Today, I was writing about healthy food. I wrote about why fruits and vegetables are good for us. It was interesting work. I like to learn new things while I write. I typed on my keyboard for many hours. Sometimes I stop to drink water or to stretch my body. It is important to take breaks when you sit for a long time.
Writing about healthy food sounds like a good job, Mia. It's nice that you can learn new things while you work. And it's very smart to take breaks and drink water. Many people forget to do that. So you wrote for many hours. Did you have lunch? What did you eat for lunch? And after lunch, did you continue writing? Or did your day change? Sometimes my work day has different parts. Some parts are very busy, and other parts are more relaxed. How was the rest of your work day? Did you finish your article about healthy food?
Yes, I did have lunch, Leo. I always make sure to eat lunch. It is important to fuel your body and your brain. For lunch today, I made a simple salad. I had lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and some chicken. I put a little bit of olive oil and vinegar on it. It was fresh and light. I ate my lunch while reading a book. I like to read during my lunch break. It helps me clear my mind from work. After lunch, I went back to my computer. I continued writing the article about healthy food. I needed to finish it today. It took me a few more hours. I checked my facts. I read my words again to make sure they were clear and correct. I also added some pictures to the article. Finally, around 4 p.m., I finished the article. I sent it to my editor. My editor is the person who checks my writing. I felt a sense of achievement when I sent it. It is always good to finish a task. So, yes, my workday was quite focused on writing today. It was busy, but I enjoyed it.
That sounds like a very productive day. Mia, finishing a big article and sending it to your editor must feel great. And a salad for lunch is a healthy choice, fitting for someone writing about healthy food. So, after you finished work at 4 p.m., what did you do then? Did you relax? Did you meet anyone? Or did you have some other plans for the evening? I imagine after so much focused writing, you would want to do something completely different. Did you cook dinner? What did you do to unwind after such a busy day?
After work, I definitely needed to unwind, Leo. My brain felt a little tired from all the writing. First, I got up from my desk and stretched my whole body. I touched my toes, I stretched my arms up to the sky. It felt good to move after sitting for so long. Then I decided to do something creative. I love to paint. So, I went in my art corner. I have a small table with paints and brushes there. I took out a canvas, which is a piece of cloth for painting on. I decided to paint a landscape. A landscape is a picture of nature, like mountains, trees, or a river. I chose to paint a scene with a big green field and some colorful flowers. I put on some soft music while I painted. Painting helps me relax and forget about everything else. I painted for about an hour. It was very calming. After painting, I started to think about dinner. I wanted something warm and comforting. So, I decided to make soup. I made a simple vegetable soup with carrots, potatoes, and onions. It smelled delicious while it was cooking. I ate my soup with a piece of warm bread. It was a perfect end to my active day.
Wow, Mia, your day sounds so balanced. You mix work with exercise and creative hobbies. Painting a landscape sounds wonderful. I wish I could paint. So, after dinner, what did you do? Did you read your book again? Did you watch a movie? Or did you just prepare for the next day? Some people like to plan their next day in the evening. And did you talk to anyone else today? Or was it mostly a quiet day for you? Tell us about your evening activities.
After dinner, I cleaned my kitchen. I washed the dishes and put everything back in its place. I like a clean kitchen. Then I sat on my sofa. I turned on my television, but I did not watch a movie or a show. I just put on some soft music. I like to listen to music in the evening. It helps me feel calm. I also called my mother. We talked for about 20 minutes. She asked about my day, and I told her about my walk in the park and my writing. She told me about her day too. She had visited her friend. It was nice to talk to her. After talking to my mother, I felt a little sleepy. I decided to get ready for bed. I brushed my teeth, washed my face, and put on my pajamas. Then I read a book for a little while in bed. I am reading a very interesting story about a detective. I read for about 30 minutes. Then I turned off my light and went to sleep. So, yes, Leo, it was a busy but good day. I felt productive and happy. What about you, Leo? How was your day? Please tell us everything you did from morning until now.
My day, Mia, was quite different from yours, but also very interesting in its own way. I did not wake up as early as you. My alarm clock rang at 7:30 a.m. I am not a morning person, so I pressed the snooze button a few times. That means I made the alarm stop for a few minutes and then it rang again. I did this twice. Finally, I got out of bed around 7:50 a.m. The first thing I did was open my curtains. The sun was already bright outside. I like to see the sun. Then, I went to the bathroom to wash my face and brush my teeth. After that, I went to the kitchen. I made myself a big cup of coffee. I cannot start my day without coffee. I also made some oatmeal for breakfast. Oatmeal is a warm breakfast food made from oats. I added some fruit, like bananas and berries, to my oatmeal. I ate my breakfast while listening to the news on the radio. I like to know what is happening in the world. After breakfast, I got dressed. I put on a t-shirt and shorts because it was a warm day today.
So, you're a coffee person, Leo. I am more of a tea person. And oatmeal with fruit sounds like a very healthy and filling breakfast. Listening to the news is a good habit. So, after you got dressed, what was next for you? Did you start work right away, or did you have other plans? What kind of work did you do today? Was it busy or calm? Tell us all about your morning activities after breakfast.
Yes, Mia, coffee is my fuel. After breakfast and getting dressed, I started my workday. I work as a graphic designer. This means I create pictures and designs for companies and people. Today, my main task was to design a new logo for a small coffee shop. A logo is a small picture or symbol that represents a company. The coffee shop wanted a logo that looked friendly and modern. So, I spent my morning thinking of ideas and sketching them on paper. Sketching means drawing quickly. I drew many different coffee cups, coffee beans, and steam coming from a cup. I tried different colors and fonts. Fonts are different styles of letters. It was a very creative morning. I love my job because I get to use my imagination every day. I sat at my desk in my home office, just like you. I had my computer, a drawing tablet, and my sketchbook. I worked for about 3 hours trying to make the best logo possible. I took a short break to stretch my back and get some more water. It's important to stay hydrated, just like you said, Mia.
That sounds like a very creative and fun job, Leo. Designing a logo for a coffee shop must be exciting. I can imagine you drawing all those different coffee cups. So, after working on the logo for 3 hours, did you have lunch? What did you eat for lunch today? And did you continue working on the logo after lunch, or did you move on to a different task? Tell us about your afternoon and how your work progressed.
Yes, after about 3 hours of designing, my stomach started to rumble. That means it was making noises because I was hungry. So, it was time for lunch. Today, I decided to make a sandwich. I used whole wheat bread, turkey slices, lettuce, and cheese. I also added some mustard. It was a big, satisfying sandwich. While I ate, I watched a short video online. It was a tutorial about a new design software. I like to learn new things related to my work. After lunch, I went back to my logo design. I chose my favorite sketches and started to create them on my computer. This part is more technical. I use special software to make the drawings clean and professional. It takes time to get every line and color just right. I worked on this for another 2 hours. I felt happy with the progress. The logo was starting to look really good. It had a warm brown color for the coffee and a soft green for a leaf, showing it was fresh. My afternoon was quite focused on this project.
A turkey sandwich sounds delicious, Leo. And learning new software during lunch is a very smart way to use your time. It sounds like you were really making good progress on that coffee shop logo. So, after working on the logo for a total of about 5 hours, what did you do next? Did you finish it completely? Or did you have other work to do? What did you do to take a break from your computer and screen? Tell us about the end of your workday and what you did afterward.
After working on the logo for so long, I felt my eyes getting a bit tired from looking at the screen. So, I decided to take a break from my computer. I saved my work, of course, so I wouldn't lose any of my progress. Then I went outside to my small balcony. I have a few plants there, like some herbs and a small tomato plant. I watered my plants. It was a sunny afternoon, and the fresh air felt good. I stood there for about 15 minutes, just enjoying the quiet and the sun on my face. It helped my eyes rest. After that, I had a meeting online. It was with a client, someone who pays me for my designs. We talked about a different project, a website design for a new bakery. We discussed their ideas and what they wanted the website to look like. This meeting lasted about an hour. It was a good meeting. So, after the logo work, I moved on to a different project, even though it was still work.
That's a good way to take a break, Leo, by going outside and watering your plants. It's nice to have a balcony. And a meeting with a client for a new bakery website sounds exciting. You have a lot of interesting projects. So, after your meeting, did your workday officially end? What did you do to switch off from work mode? Did you exercise, cook, or do something fun? Tell us about your evening plans.
Yes, after the meeting, my workday was officially done for today. I closed my computer and stretched again. Felt good to be finished with work. To switch off, I decided to go for a run. I like to run in the late afternoon. I put on my running shoes and some comfortable clothes. I went to a nearby path. It is a path next to a river. I ran for about 40 minutes. Running helps me clear my head and get rid of any stress from work. I saw many other people running, walking, and riding bikes. The sun was starting to go down, so the light was very beautiful. The sky was orange and pink. After my run, I came back home. I took a quick shower to clean up. Then, I felt very hungry, so I started to prepare dinner. Tonight, I decided to make pasta with a simple tomato sauce. I chopped some onions and garlic, cooked them in a pan, and then added canned tomatoes and some herbs. It smelled wonderful. I cooked the pasta and mixed it with the sauce. It was a delicious and easy dinner.
A run by the river sounds like a fantastic way to end your workday, Leo. And seeing the beautiful sunset colors must have been lovely. Pasta with tomato sauce is a classic and always delicious choice for dinner. So, after your dinner, what did you do for the rest of your evening? Did you relax? Watch something? Or perhaps read a book like me? Tell us about your evening activities until you went to bed.
After dinner, I cleaned up the kitchen just like you do, Mia. I washed the pots and pans and put the dishes in the dishwasher. I like to have a clean kitchen before I relax. Then, I sat on my sofa. I decided to watch a movie. I chose an action movie, something exciting and different from my work. I like to watch movies that make me forget about everything for a while. I watched the movie for about 2 hours. While watching, I also ate some popcorn. Popcorn is my favorite movie snack. After the movie, it was quite late, around 10:30 p.m. I felt tired but happy. I spent a little time checking my phone, looking at some news articles and messages from friends. Then, I got ready for bed. I brushed my teeth, changed into my pajamas, and went to my bedroom. I did not read tonight. I was too sleepy. I just lay down and fell asleep quite quickly. So that was my day, Mia. From waking up late to designing logos, running, and watching a movie. It was a good day for me.
Wow, Leo, your day sounds very full too. From designing creative logos to running by the river and watching an action movie. It sounds like you have a good balance of work and fun, just like me. It's always interesting to hear about each other's days. We do some similar things, like working from home and cooking, but also different things, like your design work and my writing, or your running and my painting.
Yes, Mia, it's great to share. And I think our listeners can hear how we use simple words to describe our daily lives. This is what Simple English Chat is all about.
Exactly. And before we finish today, I want to quickly go over some of the new words we use today. This can help our listeners remember them.
Great idea, Mia. Let's do it.
Okay, everyone, here are some words we use today and their simple meanings. Alarm clock. This is a clock that makes a sound to wake you up. Dew. Small drops of water that you see on grass or plants in the morning. Refreshed. Feeling new and full of energy, often after rest or a shower. Planner. A book or app where you write down your plans and tasks for the day. Editor. A person who checks and corrects writing before it is published. Achievement. Something good and important that you have done successfully. Unwind. To relax after doing something difficult or stressful. Canvas. A strong cloth that artists paint on. Landscape. A picture of nature, like mountains, trees, or a field. Snooze button. A button on an alarm clock that stops the sound for a few minutes, then it rings again. Oatmeal. A warm breakfast food made from oats, often eaten with milk or fruit. Graphic designer. A person who creates pictures, logos, and other designs for companies or people. Logo. A small picture or symbol that represents a company or brand. Sketching. Drawing quickly without many details. Fonts. Different styles of letters used in writing. Rumble. Stomach when your stomach makes noises because you are hungry. Hydrated. Having enough water in your body. Client. A person or company that pays for a service from another person or company. Balcony. A platform on the outside of a building, usually on an upper floor, with a wall or fence. Pajamas. Soft clothes that you wear in bed.
That's a fantastic list, Mia. I hope our listeners found it helpful.
Me too. It's important to practice new words. Try to use them in your own sentences.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the end of another Simple English Chat. Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you for joining us. We hope you had a good day, just like we did.
We will be back soon with more simple English conversation. See you next time.
Bye for now.